My sweet suffering, all my sorrow. I share them with you. Let's duel!
Welcome to this installment of the Digimon 30-Day Challenge as part of Digimon Month 2019 here on the Code Crown YouTube channel. Originally, I found this on Twitter via the user Dorumiko, and while I completed this challenge back from September to October 2018, I thought it might be fun to do it over for Digimon Month 2019 and have the chance to expand on some of my answers outside the limits of the Twitter text limit, as well as maybe see if my answers have changed or evolved since then. Puns. So let's get cracking with today's question.
Day 2 asks, who is your favorite character? Okay, there are 7 series, multiple movies, manga, video games, and the Tri OVAs. Having a single favorite character is almost impossible, so I'm going to take some liberties. Favorite male characters? Taichi Yagami to start off, Digimon Adventure, and of course, Digimon V Tamer, the OG Goggle Boy. Though I'm not sure if I prefer the Adventure version or the V-Tamer version. But Taichi is the epitome of what a Digimon leader should be. Headstrong, courageous, and keeps the group together and grounded. He might not get it right all the time, particularly in Adventure, but when he does, like he and Agumon, or Zero if you're going by the V-Tamer version, they're a force to be reckoned with, and they just can't be beat. They are the OG. They are, as I said, what every leader should be. Following on from Taichi,
we then move to Maseru Diamond from Digimon Savers, not Danganronpa. Get that poser out of here. Maseru Daimon is the face, really, of the 2005 Digimon relaunch. The #1 Street Fighter who will punch anything in his way, even God. Maseru is very straightforward in his thinking. That if people exchange fists, they'll understand each other better. Hell, that's the basis of his theme song called Beater, believing that a real man can rise to any challenge and protect those he cares about, and that exchanging fists is the best way to get that accomplished. Now, while the real man aspect might be seen as toxic masculinity in current year, hell, even the Savers dub wrote around that really well. To be fair, because the idea of a real man is, yeah, do you know what? It does have some negative connotations. 14 years on from when Digimon Savers originally released, but the character resonated with my younger self, 14 years ago, especially since it had a lot in common, especially since he had a lot in common with my own over-the-top OC, who, I mentioned in the previous video. But again, that's for another video. The last one on our favorite male characters list, though, as we'll move on to them now, and then we'll get to the girls.
For me, it had to be Kenichi Joji, Digimon Adventure 02. The former Digimon Kaiser, or Digimon Emperor in the English version, and really, in my honest opinion, gotta have that caveat, lest the comment section, they don't take too kindly. Kenichi Joji is the only good thing about Adventure 02. After his Kaiser arc, and I've said this before, after his Kaiser arc is over, the show goes downhill. Ken was our first evil chosen child or digidestined, and his backstory is pretty sad, always being forgotten about in lieu of his smarter genius older brother, and the older brother seeming to flip-flop, at least in Ken's mind, between being this great older brother who taught Ken how to blow bubbles and being this, harsh, just uh, dick. Like, so much so that Ken modeled the look of the Digimon Kaiser after his brother. I mean, that's, but then feeling guilty as a child when his brother dies because it was something he wished for, and then use the digital world as an escape after his brother died. Heck, even when Ken stops being the Kaiser, there are several points after this in which he tries to kill himself to atone for his crimes against the digital world. And there's a moment in particular throughout all that we'll be talking about later on in this challenge, but Ken is just hug him. Also, he has best Digimon Wormmon, so spoilers on an upcoming video, I guess. Let's move on to the girls, and I'll try not to take too long with that.
First up on the girl side is Nanami from Digimon Savers. Smart, manipulative, calculating, beautiful, gothic. Nanami was a huge crush of mine back when Savers was originally airing, and even today, looking back on the show, it's nice to see a female character in this franchise that is not an afterthought in her particular group as the brains of the quote-unquote Dark Savers, name not official. It makes her characterization makes me feel bad for Per Yoshino, and we'll address that later on in this challenge, I promise you that. But Nanami was seen by the fan base at the time as an allegory to a female Ken. She has the power to transform into what's known as a bio-Digimon, a genetically engineered version of existing Digimon, one of which being Bio-Kotlmon or Bio-Quetzalmon, depending on what version of the show you're watching. But the fun thing about that Digimon in particular is it's an armor evolution of Wormmon, via the Digi-Egg of Light, if I recall correctly. So you have this genius, evil Digidestined, or because Savers doesn't have terms for what the kids are called. So it's right. So you've this evil Digidestined who has a Wormmon evolution, is very smart, genius level, and is just terrorizing the others for kicks because she was bored and this opportunity was presented to her, so she sort of went, why not? And I think it's a nice little comparison that still holds up today. Moving on to someone quite different,
we have Eri Karan from Digimon Universe Apple Monster. Okay, bit of an unpopular opinion and a bit of a hot take here, but Eri is the best female character in the entire franchise. Anime, manga, video games, whatever. She is the most consistently written in terms of her goals and her ideals. She is the strongest character in how she supports her mother, her teammates, and even her fans as an idol. And her relationship with her buddy Amon, Dokamon, it's just the sweetest thing ever. Also, she's a bit Maseru-like and not afraid to get into fights with enemies, be they Apmon, human, or whatever. She is the best character in the entire franchise. She's got this great arc that stretches from start to finish of the show, and you see how determined, how hard-working she is, and just how kind. Like, she's better than Ruki as a strong female character. Like, some really good episodes to check out are the Applyama 470 elections, where she busts her ass off trying to rank high enough to be considered one of the 9 gods of Applyama 470. And they're just it's just a really good set of episodes that shows how dedicated Eri is to being an idol. You've also got the episode where she spends the day with a fan, and it's a nice little slice of life episode of this idol that's just hanging out with a fan that thinks the world of her, and it's so good and it's so sweet. And again, Dokumon's amazing, and he's Eri's foil, and Eri is Dokumon's foil, and they just play off each other so well. So yeah, a lot of people aren't going to like this, but Eri is the best female character in the franchise. Don't at me. Then Nokia Shiramine from Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, and Hacker's Memory is my last pick. I'm not really sure to describe what makes Nokia so great. Leaving the jokes about how she's named after a phone aside, Nokia starts off her game terrified of Digimon and then grows into becoming the leader of a hacker team dedicated to saving Digimon from malicious hackers within Eden, and becomes a very strong ally in the fight against the Mother Eater, being partnered to an Omegamon. And much like Eri, her relationship with said Omegamon, her partner Agumon and Gabumon, it's just too cute. They really just they really go all out with it in Hacker's Memory. But the relationship between Nokia and the other characters, the relationship between Nokia and not just her partner Digimon, but Digimon in general, it's just amazing. And I think Nokia is a great case of seeing not just a female character, but not just a female character, but Nokia. Sorry, hold on. Can we start that one over? Nokia is a great way of taking somebody who starts off very much as a joke character and over the course of a story turning them into something really special. And I think that's what makes Nokia so great for me and has her make the list in this video. Plus, I wanted to expand it a bit, have some diversity in the list, but Nokia is definitely within my top 3 females for this list for that reason. You have a joke character that just becomes excellent in every way. Whew, this turned into a long one, so that'll do it for day 2 of the 30-day Digimon challenge. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you'll check back tomorrow for day 3 as we are asked, which Digivice do you like best? And I hope you enjoy what I come up with for that. So, till then, stay safe, take care, buy me a coffee in the link down below. Joking, hit the like button, do that. Subscribe if you're new, and kick back here tomorrow for more Digimon content. Adios and take care.